Bro literally gets married and immediately starts flirting with the other woman. Oh boy. Divorce aren't gonna hit him worse than Truck-kun did. That sounds a little racist. Bro literally said, well, you're both demons, so you must know each other. That's like walking up to someone who's like colored and being like, oh yeah, the two black people surely know each other. The two Asian people surely know each other. The two white people surely know each other. Bruh! There was some people last week who were surprised I didn't talk about the fact that the dude who jumped in the fight turned out to also be Isekai, who was working with the Demon Lord. I didn't really find that I'm not saying I don't find it interesting, I just didn't find it surprising because of how many characters have been Isekai'd here. It just kind of makes sense to me that people on the Demon Lord side could also be Isekai'd. See, that's how you know she's perfect for him. She wants him to stay true to his own values and not change to fit the mold that this world's laying out. Say what you will about pacing, I like the fast-paced nature, but the characterization of the MC and Amelia is actually really good writing. Oh, I didn't even think about that. We technically married a MILF, didn't we? Respect. Hey you, if you got this far in the video, you make sure you drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you haven't been new around here, and Patreon's where you can catch my full live reactions to all these episodes and more. If you also want to help fund the channel on videos just like the one you're watching, but let's jump into it, because, I disagree with the internet. And here's the thing, I do have a very common and consistent opinion that we all have opinions, they're all different, and what one person likes doesn't have to be what the other people like, but I do think it gets to a point where it goes beyond just preference on how things are wrote. Like, if people have a preference of, I like seeing characters kill because it entertains me, well, I do think it's a little monkey brain surface level. I can accept the fact that it's just a preference of opinion, that you prefer Call of Duty games that go brrr versus Stardew Valley that goes tilling the fields. Can accept that. But where I do draw a line is when you get the edgelords who are like, it makes no sense that he's not killing yet. And this is the thing about the assassin isekai, my status as an assassin. You can complain about pacing, I disagree, but yeah, you can complain about it. I think we're up to like book 3 or something now in the anime. That is a lot, I'm not going to deny that. But Amelia and our boy, and the dynamic they have, and especially now that they're married and interwoven in this no killing, but knowing they're probably going to have to kill at some point, is a really good piece of writing that is going so overlooked and criticized for the dumbest monkey brain reason. Like our boy here, right? He gets put to sleep in a peaceful way. She makes him sleep because he's been awake for so long. And because there's this magical knockout spell she used, he's actually a little connected. So we got to see it from her point of view. We meet up with the daughter of the Demon Lord, because this man collects princesses like he's asked Ketchum collecting Tauros or something. And, you know, it's interesting because while I didn't think she was going to kill there, she had a lot more bloodlust, but she's also the type of person who's like, hey, don't make Akira kill someone and go against his ideals, right? And now he's thinking, what would she think if I did happen to kill? Because as we know, he hasn't killed a single human up until the present day content, as far as we know. And present day content is the very beginning of this show, when he was going to assassinate the king. He fought a bandit, but he didn't kill the bandit. The bandit, like, as they're dueling, the bandit's sword flew in the air and it skewered him. That wasn't him. He didn't, like, stab a person, right? Was he involved? Sure, but he didn't stab. And then he hesitates to stab the king, right? This is a man who in the very beginning, and this is what's weird to me, is I'll still get comments who'll be like, it's against his character because he grabbed someone aggressively. I thought he's ready to kill. No. Saren literally told him straight up on like his first or second day that, hey, if you don't want to kill, be an assassin who doesn't kill. Yeah, does that sound like it's contradicting itself? But who gives a shit, man? You're bored with this class? Do what is going to make you happy. And this is a man, whether you like it or not, who doesn't have a murderous bone in his body. Whether or not you think, oh, put into a life or death situation, I would gladly kill, is a conversation that I think is a little weird, if I'm being real. I think there's a conversation to be had, like, could you do it? But the excitement some people have of being like, no, I absolutely would. Just let me kill. It's like, okay, you need to maybe be in a padded room. The thing is this is a man who does not come from a gunslinging America, comes from Japan, doesn't really come from a society that says, oh, let's kill right in return with this self-defense shit, right? Like, no, it makes total sense that a Japanese kid who is now in a world has that natural, I don't want to kill. That's why he hesitated. Whether or not you like the hesitation against the demon, that's your opinion, and that's fine. But to say like it's bad writing, which is literally what I'm quoting, people who have told me it is bad writing that he doesn't want to kill. No, it's human writing that he doesn't want to kill. More people than not don't want to kill, even put into a situation that if they didn't kill, they might get killed or be hurt in return. And I think I don't really agree that the pacing of these two getting married was fast, because it's been like a couple months for him, all things considered. Also, first true love, it's easy to fall in love. And honestly, the way she treats him, not only just in like, I'm so used to this thing where like, hey, you know, it's funny to make the jokes, you know, he gets married and then the next day women are all over him. But like, she has her cute little like, leave him alone, but she trusts him completely. It's great to see too the ring scars and how like they updated the ending and everything like that, which is just great. But the fact that she legitimately like, I feel like what they did in this episode is that they established that both of them would kill for the other, and they would hope that the other wouldn't have to change. So essentially, Amelia, absolutely, if push came to shove, I think she would kill someone who had to be killed for Akira so he wouldn't have to change and be a murderer. And I truly believe Akira would do the same for Amelia. Now, it's not to say I don't think Amelia's probably killed. Well, it's actually hard to say because she was a princess. I don't think they've established she's killed anyone, at least humanoid, because people are going to try to argue, well, Akira's killed things, yes, but he hasn't killed humanoid things. An animal, whether or not you agree with this mentality, a person who doesn't want to kill a human to save their life often will kill an animal to save their life. Whether you agree with that mindset or not, that is, we treat humans or humanoid entities with that level of intelligence better than we do animals. So sometimes I think it causes for very horrible people in situations, because I don't think you should abuse animals. But yeah, like, do I think I'm capable of killing a human to save my own life? I don't think so. I really don't. But am I capable of killing an animal to save my life? Yeah, but I'd feel like shit. If we go under the assumption she hasn't killed a humanoid person yet, I think she is getting close to being able to do that so he doesn't have to get his hands dirty, the same way he's wondering, like, shit, I am going to have to do this. And I think when you really take a step back and you look at this show and you remove your bias towards whether or not you like it when MCs don't kill or not, which is fine if people don't like that. But I think where we have to draw the line is admit that people are judging the show for kind of dumb reasons. It's okay not liking this type of writing, but to call it bad writing because you don't like the fact that the MC has a moral compass is a really weird thing. I don't know, man. There's this brief moment, though, when the new Superman movie came out, and it was really nice when, like, people were just collectively, like, feeling like good people online, being, like, just wanting to be the embodiment of righteousness. It was a really peaceful time, and I'm not trying to, like, say, oh, man, everyone who doesn't like this show is a bad person, because that's not my point. But there definitely are some people who comment that you can tell are a little psychotic with how much they're like, he needs to just slit everyone's throat, I'm sick of these pussy-ass wimps. It's like, okay, anger management, my boy. Either way, I've been very much, when I talk about this show, hey, we all have opinions, blah, 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 but I think people are absolutely wrong, and it goes beyond just preference, because there is so many times I see characters written and I'm like, hey, I don't like how this character's wrote because it doesn't entertain me personally, but I accept the fact that it's good writing. And the way they're writing the Central 2, whether or not you want to criticize pacing and how fast things, that's okay. But the no killing stuff, which I keep hammering in, is not something I think's up for debate. But that's just me personally. You can let me know what you thought down below. I don't think it's as good as last week, but I still think it's a legitimately good, if not borderline great episode that's slower in pace, sets up a lot. And while, yeah, pacing's technically fast-paced, bro, I'm getting 2 seasons of content, and I feel like they're slowing it down on things that I want them to slow down, and they're speeding past things I don't think we need to take that much time to focus on. You know what I mean? But anyway, you let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around here in Patreons, where you can catch my full live reactions, all this and more. Like, hey, I also like to give video shows to my wonderful patrons who make this all possible. Alright, so today we got Nanodog, Durhosh, Franklin Greenway, Hikari Lounge, Flutchbringer, Sologiki, Subject 3, and we also have Sarnik. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You'll have a good one.